Hello and welcome to the Grad Report. My name's Danny and this is where I currently live right now. It's so exhausting being on all the time. As you can see, I have many roommates, and this morning we had a meeting. I mean, you take one shit in the middle of the floor and everybody's got a problem. Just kidding, it's not like that at all. We all recognize that we're in this together. You know, poverty. And so we make the best of it by going out together. But we'll get there. We're not there yet. Today's show is sponsored by the eternal love that I have for my super lemon drops. What's up, youngins? Y'all the best. Y'all the best. Y'all know who he is. Y'all the best. What does that mean? I don't even know why. Was that like a black thing? Is that what that was? You should have all received an email by now. Hopefully you'll respond to it, and then we'll know where we're going, right? Because I'm curious. I want to know. India, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Shupshang? We're going to Shupshang. That's a place I invented. It's not even a real place. But I am still in Thailand, and this is still that story. And we've almost caught up to me. Today, we go from Koh Tao to Koh Samui. Also, just a little reminder face. Tickets for the Australia show are on sale, and there are some sold, and I don't know if I can make any more dates, so do try to get those early, because when they're out, they're out. I really should stop following that Irish guy around. It's starting to creep him out a lot. He stopped going to the bathroom. I like to think I had something to do with it, but I think it might have been all the pancakes he's eating. Right then, back to where we were some time ago. The massive cut on my foot, after 4 days of nursing it under a band-aid, has completely healed. I can now go into the water. I know it doesn't look like much of a cut, so here's a banana for scale. As you can see, it's a giant cut. Now, if I told you how long that banana took me to render, you would hit me. It took like 4.5 hours to get that banana on the screen. I suck at this. Koh Tao is a beautiful island with lots of wonderful reef to explore and swim through. How do you know it's time to leave? When you fail to elicit a reaction. What I did was take some Snake brand prickly heat talcum powder. I then sat down in the busiest part of the restaurant that I would often frequent and began to pour the powder all over my body. I thought it was artsy. I thought I'd be able to get someone to talk to conversate with, to make a video. But everyone just kept going about their business like a nothing. They were like, oh, I went swimming as a turtle, I saw turtles, and there's a guy, he's 6'3", he's not entirely unfortunate looking, and he's rubbing white powder all over his body and face. You're not the least bit curious about what's going on. So then I walked through the restaurant, and I'm thinking to myself, surely the waiter guy will engage me. No. Yeah, just like a, hey, normal person, you're just fine. Walk through the dive shop, exact same response. Nobody gives a shit. At this point, I'm a little confused. I don't really know what I expected. I see a person whose name I remember, and I decide to ask her about what's going on. I would call her a friend, but person whose name I remember is probably more accurate. Hey, Kira. Can I get an honest reaction from you?
An honest reaction?
Yeah.
On your terrible face?
Well, I'm covered in white talcum powder that is slowly burning my skin off.
Yes.
But I'm just curious, like no one is reacting at all to it.
I did double take. You look a bit like a zombie. Or a ghost. Is it the knee infection?
No.
It's not killing you?
No, I'm 100%.
Do you need tablets?
Nope.
Okay, what's the reason for this face?
Art. Call it art.
This lovely art. You've got a bit in your hair as well. Going grey in your old age. Yeah, that's me. After that awkward conversation, it was time to consult my roommate from Canada. Even though he was sleeping, I felt this was important enough to wake him up about. Can I get an opinion on whether or not I've put too much talcum powder on? Everyone's ignoring me.
You look like Ashy Larry.
Ashy Larry?
Yeah, from Dave Chappelle.
And that is when I realized they're immune to my tactics. How do you know it's time to leave? When you cover your body in white powder and nobody gives a shit. Am I right, buddy?
Well, for you, it's just normal.
The decision to leave came suddenly, and it was easily executed. Sign here that you didn't steal their piss-filled mattress, and off I go. But first, I had to get my bike tire fixed because, you know, in the months that I wasn't using it, the front tire went flat. This dude took the bike apart, greased the chain in like less than 10 minutes for less than $1. And I might also note here that the guy had birds. Seriously, I'm gonna have to figure out what this bird thing is because it is very prevalent. Like if you have a store, you have birds. Probably religion. I booked passage on the 3 p.m. ferry, which gave me the afternoon to have a swim and do a push-up montage in my favorite restaurant. Push-up montage in 3, 2, 1. Then I went down to the pier and waited for my boat. This took several hours. Thanks to the lemon drops, I had enough money to buy water. God bless them. The crossing from Koh Tao to Koh Samui was not intense at all. Crossing montage in 3, 2, 1. I feel like this video has already contained a lot of montages, so I'm not going to do another montage about how I got from the ferry to my current hostel. What I'm gonna do instead is just kind of give you the high points. I drove down this street, I passed a black truck, I passed a guy wearing red pants, I went through an intersection with a red light, I passed a gray truck. I got into a much smaller street and stopped by a statue of 2 human-sized monkeys holding hands. When I got to the room, I was pleasantly surprised to find that the bunks were actually fun little cubby holes. Put my shit on my bunk and went to go find some rich people. What I found out about rich people is that they live very well in very lush and wonderful surroundings, and that if you have a toothpick in your mouth, you can blend in seamlessly. No one thinks a poor person has a toothpick in their mouth. That's just something rich people do. So if you ever want to sneak into a high-class place, put a toothpick in your mouth, walk around like you own it. Hello. Final summation, it's the people, not the place that make it awesome. So join us this Friday when we go completely nuts in Koh Samui with girls from Slovakia. Yes, I know, I can't wait either. Bye bird, bye bird, bye bird.